And for more on the UAAP Women's Volleyball second round action, kasama natin ang analyst na si Doc Ian Laurel. Doc, welcome back to the score.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Grabe yung nangyayari ngayon sa women's volleyball scenarios and situations na hindi natin inaasahan. Pag-usapan natin syempre ngayon yung agaw pansin na nangyayari sa Ateneo. Back-to-back losses, something that very few people could have predicted or expected. After they lost to LaSalle, actually pahinga sila 1 week, di ba?
Yeah.
So you couldn't say na biglaan na they had to play again na hindi sila naka-regroup. What happened kaya to them at hindi sila nakabawi pa rin?
Actually, you're right, TJ. When we started the season and all eyes were on Ateneo, and talaga naman nag-perform first 6 games. Yung pinakahuli, but that was the game that people were looking out for against De La Salle. People were expecting a dogfight, maybe a 5-setter, maybe of course a win for Ateneo, but talagang iba yung nangyari, straight set, dominating fashion by De La Salle. And after that, of course, the Ateneo team won't be the same. You know, it was a 24 winning game.
24 games straight.
So to feel that first loss after a long time, of course, hurts probably your confidence, your ego, if you may say that. So malaki nagbago. Going up against itong sunod na tumalo sa UP. UP is always a contender for the past 2 or 3 years. They have a new coach, third year Jerry, and they have a strong group of young players who are hungry and don't have that much respect for these kinds of wala pa.
Nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. Tapang yan. And probably that's what hurt them in that game.
Okay. Going or transitioning from that loss against LaSalle to playing against UP, meron ba kayo napansin na efforts to change or to augment the problems they had? Kasi obviously, yung problema nila was their defense, their receiving. Anong ginawa ni Coach Ty that he tried to fix in the game against UP na hindi rin na na-execute?
Well, he tried, of course, he tried that against LaSalle, changing libero, Stan and Lavadri, and it didn't work. Something it didn't just click, no? And sabi ko nga, probably that loss against LaSalle opened the eyes of the other teams that they're not invincible, and there's a secret to beating them, which is what you mentioned, and people have been talking about it. Yung kanilang reception and their defense, which they're not ranked up in the standings, no? Kaya malaking bagay yun na dun nila ta-targetin yung Ateneo if they want to win the game against them.
Ang sinabi rin ni Coach Jerry himself, he said, ginaya lang namin yung ginawa ng LaSalle ni Coach Ramil na may blueprint.
Exacto.
Pero is it like Superman's kryptonite na gano'n na ba kasimple to beat Ateneo from now on na yun at yun, atake mo lang with aggressive serves and attack their holes in defense? Is it gonna be that easy to do?
I'm sure our coaches know this, kasi volleyball is a game that really, reception is vital. It's that vital that even if you have a very strong front line, kung wala kang reception, such as an Eliza Valdez, for example, you've got a good setter in Gia Morado, but without any good reception, the 2 touches out of the 3 won't have any effect.
Correct.
So hindi mo na maximize yung 3 touches na dapat makapuntos ka. And the serve, if you load it up really well, it negates all those 3 touches of your opponent. So it's not rocket science, but still, sometimes you fail to notice these very small details. But our coaches right now, I think, have identified that. And that's a formula that you should always do in any game. So why not do it against Ateneo? So hindi masyadong mahirap gawin.
Yung sinasabi na marami, obviously, this shows how badly Ateneo misses Denden Lazaro, who's their best in that position last year. Pero as a program, they've been running so well. Alam naman nila mag-graduate din. It's not like they lost her to injury. Would you say na mayroong oversight doon, not preparing somebody well enough to replace her this season?
Yeah, they have their bear who's a rookie, and I expected that performance from her with a big game such as LaSalle. It was her first time to have 16,500 people.
So na-overwhelmed.
Na-overwhelmed mo lamang.
So she played better naman in the first 6 wins. In the first 6 wins, she wasn't that bad.
Yeah, she wasn't that bad. She was performing really well against the other teams. Maybe that kind of changed her mindset. So when it comes to preparing...
So skills-wise, andun naman siya?
Andun.
Okay.
But when it comes to these kinds of venues na ang laki, and it could be a shock to them, and it challenges their confidence a lot during the game.
Kamusta yung character at yung confidence nga nila ngayon sa tingin mo, especially with some of the younger players they have after the back-to-back losses? Obviously, mukhang narattle sila against LaSalle. They did win the first set, I think, against UP, and then tinuloy-tuloy sila na 3 sets after that. Where could their confidence be now? And looking ahead, what they can do, knowing how Coach Ty is very positive the way he coaches, and he's beyond skills, alam natin yun, ano kaya pwede mangyari?
TJ, you mentioned a good point about their confidence. Actually, what I was more worried about is probably their overconfidence during the losses. Because if you notice during the timeouts that they had during the match, they were still kind of having fun and trying to relax, but it didn't work this time, unlike the mantra of Happy and Hardstrong was doing well for them last year. Pero ito mukhang iba. It's a different set of people. It's a different dynamics with the team. So maybe it's not the right attitude to have. When it comes to the confidence, I think we saw that on the second loss against UP. They were really, during timeouts, hindi na sila ganun masyadong nag-interact with each other. They were a bit quiet during the timeouts. And maybe that's something that they should change, be more vocal, be more active, and support each other more rather than looking away during timeouts. So maybe that's an observation that I've had after the two losses.
Okay. Well, si Eliza Valdez naman, let's look at her. Obviously, she's the superstar of this team. Meron bang tendency to over-depend on her too much and then yun na overlook yung ibang mga problema?
I think hindi masyado. Kasi no first 6 games and when I was covering their games, Eliza Valdez sometimes is not the #1 option anymore in offense. Kasi you have to conserve her din eh.
Right.
Okay? You've got strong attackers. Madayag was doing really good.
Yes.
De Leon was there. Maraginot was also there.
Correct,
Si Eliza minsan pag kailangan na lang talagang humabol o kailangan lumayo ng konti, ng stretch, doon na lang bubuhos. So sa opensa, I think they got it covered. And probably doon sa depensa, doon sila ngayon kailangan maghabol.
Alright, so how does this open things up now? Tabla sila with LaSalle. And then UP is right there, one behind them. Anong scenario natin sa Final Four the way you see yung laban at least for the top 3 slots right now?
Yeah, let's not stop there. UP's number 3 and you've got 3 teams tied for 4th.
Wow.
Kasi ito ngayon, yung Final Four sigurado na eh. Wala na step ladder eh. So you got to count all the 7 teams in itong start nitong second round. Of course, it opens up for UST as well, for NU. But for De La Salle and Ateneo, who are both on top, di sila ngayon nakakasigurado. There could even be a possibility that they won't even make it.
The top 2.
Oo, ngayon pwede yun. Pwede yun. And alam naman natin how important it is in the Final Four to get the twice to beat advantage and then have the momentum peaking at the right time. You don't wanna dip your performance itong later stretch ng second round. So I think that's crucial to the teams on top.
It could happen, and I don't remember the last time that there was a hindi Ateneo at LaSalle ang 1 and 2 to finish the first and second round. So we will see.
Matagal-tagal na.
It's been a while, and I guess it's makes the league more exciting than. Of course, Ateneo fans are happy about that. But it makes the league more exciting to watch kasi daming pwedeng lumaban, daming contenders.
Tsaka TJ, that's what we were saying. It became more competitive, no? Talagang even the coaches upgraded their techniques. The players tried to do the same thing. So it's really good competition right now we're seeing from all of the UAAP teams.
Alright, all the more abangan natin yan and we will resume those games tomorrow. Doc, Ian, maraming salamat.
Anytime.
See you again next time. Thank you.
For more sports updates, keep watching The Score and don't forget to subscribe.